Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. The time is 2244, 22:44. Here we are. I feel in a bit of a chatty mood, so maybe not so much about reading the oracle cards, but let's tap into some tarot cards. A fly on the wall reading has been kind of calling me for a couple of days, so I feel like him at home, her at home. So we can have a look at two different home situations, because not everybody is going through the same experience at the moment. Okay. So it's Sunday evening. It's nice and quiet. We'll start with the Rider-Waite Tarot. So the fly on the wall reading is just something that I've kind of put together myself. So it has kind of like three sections to it. The first one is we have a look at what's going on at home, what's going on at work, and what's going on with your money. Okay, so we'll have a look at that section first. So just because we're being nosy. Well, we like to know, don't we? You know, what's really going on with you. So it's like, let me in. If only I could be a fly on the wall. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm just working out how to do this. That's for the masculine's energy. Okay, this is for the feminine's energy, but they're all coming out at once because that was going to be home, and then I was going to put that one now. Okay. Work. Hey Christine. Hello darling, hello beautiful. I haven't got my glasses on, so if I don't recognise your name, I'm going to just have to have a look a bit closer. Skib. Hey Skib. Hi. Hi. Hello. What's with the question mark? Was you feeling ignored? Okay. Hi Priya, how are you doing today? So, can I ask here, it's not really that type of channel where I'm going to like pull cards for you personally. At the moment I'm doing a fly on the wall reading, which you might find interesting if you'd like to be a fly on the wall in someone's, you know, life. So we have his life, him at home, her at home. And this little section here is what's going on at home, what's going on at work, and what's going on with your money. It's Priya. Okay, Priya. I'm sorry for mispronouncing my name. I cannot guarantee that I will not do that again. So please forgive me, Priya. I might still call you Priya next time anyway. It's not intentional. I will try to remember. Priya. Anyway, let me pull the cards for this section. So I pulled the first card and I was working out how I was going to do it, and I thought I'll pull all three cards. So when I went to pull some cards for her at home, all three came out together. So blended. It's all conjoined. Let's just get for the masculine's energy here a card for his money situation. Alright, we'll work off these cards first then. Who's going first? Well, it's going to be the masculines, isn't it? I think so. So, masculines, what's going on at home? Well, that's you trying to hold on to everything. It's quite a miserly energy, lack mentality, but you're trying to keep all the cogs turning. Is coming through. So there's your energy at home. And for the feminines, okay, unfounded fear. That's what's coming through. unfounded fear. So, the feminine may be worrying, okay, at home, but it's not necessary. So it looks like the feminine's in this unfounded fear energy. Let's take a closer look. I've not done with this yet. So this is about what's going on at home. They're interesting on the masculine side. Well, actually for both of them, they're not really inside a building, are they? He is like in between towns, cities. Let's zoom in a bit. So he's like in between, I don't know, cities. He's got his feet firmly stuck on his coins. He's wearing his crown, so he wants to feel like he's the king of his kingdom. Where is his kingdom? I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's sure. And then he's got this pentacle, and his arms are kind of like twisted, like it's a steering wheel. It's a bit of an uncomfortable position he's in. He's going to turn something here. So things are turning around, because he feels like he's I don't think it's the right word, but let me say it anyway, like dislocated. So dislocation. He's not sure where he's well, the song that's coming through is "Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at?" That's what's going on. So it's not like he's really do you know what's coming through is kind of the George McFly energy, and you'd be like, is anybody home? That kind of energy. Maybe a bit of a Forrest Gump energy. So let's pull some more cards and have a look at this masculine. So is anybody home? Is anyone there? It's like he looks a bit vacant. So I was taken to like vacant when you see that on like a toilet door. So either it's engaged or vacant. Which then took me to like being available. Which would then make sense where this feminine's not to have any fear. But that is what's going on at home. It's like she hasn't been kept in the dark. She's actually in the light. But she's not sure actually what's going on here. All this darkness. And it's like, so she's in the dark. So she's fearful for no reason, because she doesn't actually know what's going on. But it's like she's having to be put into a straitjacket, otherwise she'll drive herself insane. Okay, with her thoughts. The guidance here is just, she's trying to go with the river, the flow of life. Trying not to have any firm expectations. Like, he's really trying to hold on here. His feet are like glued to those pentacles, where she's trying to feel her way through this. But that is the card of an unfounded fear, being fearful for no reason. So let's have a look at this. But I feel with this masculine here, he wants to be like the king of his castle. Oh yeah, it was like in You're the Dirty Rascal, so we got a bit of a kinky energy coming out, involving or given to unusual sexual behaviour. He does have this kind of mesmerising look. Okay, so kinky thoughts. What's going on? Egotistical. Then his ego gets in the way. His ego gets in the way, but he is kind of self-centred. Let's go back to him here. Egotistical, excessively conceited or absorbed in oneself, self-centred. Oh, we can zoom out a bit. We can. Okay. So he is thinking about his own needs. That egotistical energy comes in with that devil energy that we had in the reading this morning. So, not necessarily, the ego is not always a bad thing, okay? It gives you that oomph, that boost that you need. Okay. Let's have a look at her side. There's unfounded fear here because you don't actually know what's going on, so you're allowing it to bother you. Okay. So it's like you've been tied up and blocked from what's going on in that dark castle. So that you don't do yourself any harm. Okay? No. You're being called to surrender. So let's have a look at the feminine here at home. Hateful, very unpleasant. So what's going on here is very unpleasant. You can see that. It's dark. You're not allowed to know about this because you'll find it upsetting and it would bother you. You're not allowed to interfere. So you've been put into you've been put straight, okay? Been put onto the straight and narrow path. Because what's going on there is very unpleasant. But I don't feel that your home life is very unpleasant. Let's have another card though. The masculine had 2. Yeah, we are being drawn back together and it is beyond my control. So, no control of yours. This energy of being drawn back together. I feel that's a message for you to bring you peace of mind. It's beyond this masculine's control because you're both being drawn back together. But this isn't coming with you, is it? No. He's leaving that behind. Okay, I think we can move on now to work. So all of the 3 feminines cards came out together. But we'll have a look and see what's with the masculines here. He's not sure. It's decision time because this is like a major life decision. There is one thing that he wants to uncover though, and that's this feminine. Uncover, undress. He's got kinky, oh, it was like not thoughts but faults. Kinky faults. Okay. Might look at them as being a rather toxic, destructive, but yeah, work. What is going to work for this masculine? That's actually what he's thinking at the moment. And the feminines, what's going on with your work? This is nice because this is like working with the divine. And you're, even though it's, you're not controlling it because it's beyond your control, you're looking up here at the angel. This is taking me to, this is your life's work. Okay. That's why you're being drawn back together. Hey, Sherry. Hey, darling. Let's get a card for these cards here. Work. So the masculines, what's going on in your work life? You're not too sure. It's like you want to work on this connection because you've got all these kinky thoughts, okay? You are being excessively conceited or absorbed in oneself, self-centered, and absorbed in oneself. I feel that's like your other half. We're being drawn back together with the feminine here. She's left it up to heaven, hasn't she? She's left it up to the angels. She's handed it over. It's not like this surrender here, following the stream. Just going to see where this leads. So for the masculine at work, we have, I'm happiest when I think of you. I can't hide the smirk on my face. So he's a little distracted from work. You know, what's coming through is once upon a time, I could distract myself with my work. Okay, it was a good distraction, but that doesn't work anymore. Morning, noon, and night is coming through. So let's look at the feminine's work. She doesn't have to do anything, she just is. Okay. You gave away your power. Now it's time to take it back. That's interesting work. When I felt that this is like your life purpose, is the two of you to help others to reclaim, you know, their power, because you have done. You've reclaimed your power. So it's kind of like you know what you're doing. You can help others. But you help each other to take back your power. Stand in your magnificence. You gave away your power. Now it's time to take it back. And I feel with the work aspect here, that's a message to the masculine. You've got to take back your power. So let's look at the third card in this section, which is money. Again, the two of you together. Money matters was coming through, but it's like it doesn't really matter in this situation. You'll be abundant through love, which then generates lucky, good, abundant opportunities to arise. You're taken care of. Feminines, money. Again, in agreement. Love is all you need. Okay. It's not about the money. Okay, price tag. There's no price tag. It's not about the money. Masculines, let's leave the past in the past, and a new adventure awaits us. In my mind, what was coming through was, you know, choosing love over money. And we have zealous, filled with or showing a strong and energetic desire to see something succeed. You've got to want to see it succeed in the first place. You must be able to see when you've kind of hit the jackpot as well. And it's like you've come in first place. Feminines, money, understanding, the ability to understand something, comprehension, understanding that it will just work. And then we have ghastly, causing great horror or fear. I feel this could be about the masculine's faults. If you have a look in this picture here, one of you is not very optimistic. It's like that kind of puts a spanner in the works. So I feel the masculine, well, you can see all three cards came out at once for the feminine, which was, let's recap, what were these cards? An unfounded fear. This could actually be for the masculine as well, and she's picking up on it, that the masculine has this unfounded fear of trusting that you're taken care of. The divine matchmaker is at work here. It's all to do with love. And the masculines, your cards came out, you know, individually. So trying to hold on, but actually, you know, you're going to turn that wheel. You need to make a decision. This is tempting you. Because you've not done this before. You've not been down this route before. I feel it wasn't available to you before, but now it is. And the insecurity has just come in. But the last card here for the feminines here with money says you just seem to know how to handle me. The blending with you is beautiful. So if you know how to handle each other, you have no worries really, okay? You've got it all covered. It will just all work out, doesn't it always? Hi, Skinwalker, how are you doing? Hi, I'm going to struggle pronouncing these names. Pramod, hi, how are you? Sherry, makes me think of my grandparents. My grandfather came from a wealthy family. They disowned him because my grandmother was Catholic. He walked away from the money and married her. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, right, so that's that part done with the fly on the wall reading. Let us put the cards back in. And we'll go to the next section. Could get a bit juicy. Okay. Oh my goodness, I've had a crook neck today and I've just twisted my neck at a certain angle that's reminded me. Love, sex, romance. I just think I've just put all the cards in like, I don't know what way they're going. Oh, it's just that one there. Right, okay, I'm ready. Let's give these cards a shuffle. Who sang a song like that, kind of love, sex, and was it Justin Timberlake? Love, sex. I don't know what. I don't think it was romance, but okay. Anyway, we're ready. Love for the masculine, love for the feminine, sex for the masculine. That sounds good already, doesn't it? Sex for the feminine. She gets 2 cards. Or maybe that's her romance card now. So she's not looking for sex, she's looking for sex and romance. Okay. Masculine, romance. Well, this topic's a bit of an issue for you. Was that the death card? I spied something. We'll have a look. Okay, you ready? Ready. Let's do this. Love on the masculine side. You need to surrender to that. Look, you're so wrapped up in this world of, I don't know, misery. Misery loves company. Okay, is that what? So, love. Well, misery loves company. It's not a nice card. It's kind of a story. That's not kind and quite embarrassing. So that's what's happening with what loving is happening. Feminines, let's have a look. That's interesting. It's like you're waiting for that one to long after you as well. I feel you feel the masculine is longing after you, but love. It's a longing energy. Springs to mind. Because I can see there like these little springs, curls. Well, that's an 8 there, a figure of 8. A figure of 8. I'm not sure. Let's pull some cards to see. Do you want to budge up a bit, please? Thank you. So taking up... The masculine, I feel, is taking up a lot of the feminine's energy. With his energy. So what you're picking up on there. Do not fear. So let's look at this love energy with the masculines. Apprehensive, relating to perception of understanding. It's like, but I don't know what love is. What was coming through was, let's hear it for the boys. So apprehensive, relating to perception of understanding. This is the energy of, you know, you follow suit, don't you? I realised that when I went to work, it was quite shocking, but when I went to work in the supermarket, in the morning, or whenever, doesn't have to be the morning, but let's take the morning as an example. So you would go in and you'd have to go upstairs to the staff room so you can clock in on all the lockers, and you'd pass people on the stairs that worked in different departments. You didn't really work with them personally, but you get to know their faces. And I'd say, good morning, how are you today? And they'd say, ask me at 5 o'clock. I thought, oh, that's interesting. And like, everyone seemed to say it. It was like it was contagious. So, misery loves company. I chose not to join them. If anything, they didn't say that. They were more smiley and because, you know, set the benchmark. That was just coming from. What a way to live. But lots of people live that way. Hateful, very unpleasant. And prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. Yeah, no one can really change their lives, because then it would have an impact on, you know, their pension or when they retire. And, you know, I've only got 5 years to retire. I think in my mind, wow, that's 5 years. You could do a lot in 5 years rather than stay at a place that you're miserable in, just because, you know, I don't know what they're expecting either, this great pension pot. I mean, they don't even know what to do with it. Yeah, it's like everything's already been planned. You know, the house goes to the kids. So I'm like, sell up your house, go travelling, spend all that money. You can always rent a house, can't you? It's just like, come on, guys. One life. Anyway, but some people view that as being reckless. I view that as living life, exploring, because nothing actually bad happens. It's just the thought of something bad, disastrous happening. It's just an adventure, isn't it? Chill out. The more you chill out, this come through earlier. It's like the thing about when you worry about something, or you're fearful of something, what you're really doing is like lining yourself up for your next thing to worry about. Because when you worry about something, normally something else comes along that's worse, and it takes your mind off of that thing that you were worrying about, and it seems quite, you know, insignificant really, because you got something like bigger to worry about. So let's stop lining ourselves up for our worrying, okay, stories. And when you knock it on the head, you start thinking more positively. You don't have things to worry about because you're not attracting them anymore. You're just lining up better things to experience. Right, okay, anyway, let's have a look at the feminine's love. What I feel here is that she loves this masculine, okay? She loves this masculine here enough to I'm not going to say to worry about him, because we just spoke about that. So if we was, because in the first section it showed the feminine unfounded fear, worry, it's vice versa. If you're picking up on the masculine's energy, he's going to be picking up on your worry. So, I love how you handle life so lovingly. So don't change that. This masculine's okay. Okay? I love how you handle life so lovingly. Even if this masculine doesn't know how to, because he hasn't been shown, they're apprehensive relating to perception or understanding. You just need to carry on being who you are, Divine Feminine. Love. Okay, so shall we go to sex? Scratching his hip. Okay, let's have a look. The world. It's just covered up. It's like it's in this protective bubble. It's like she's there waiting for you. For you only. It's like only you can make all this world seem light. That's nice. What more can I say to that? She is your creation. That's why she's like your dream come true. Okay. This is about sex. You kind of don't have access just yet. Feminine, she has access, you see, to it all. Openness. So where she is like residing is in paradise, really. She feels no need to cover up or hide. She's in this sacred space. Your creation, your wish come true. And she's just, look at her, balancing her life. She is the inspiration. You have to remember that the energy was kind of like being brought back together, and it felt like the feminine, you are alluring. So let's get some cards for this section. For the masculine here, sex. My free will is in full force. I will protect myself. I feel this is a resistant energy. Oh, did you see that? This is a resistant energy because he's using his free will at the moment. It's like, no, I will not budge. The home life was in between worlds, cities. You know, could turn that will and your whole life will change, but a little reluctant to because of fear. But loves how the feminine handles her life and is pleased that in a way that she's not in his situation. I mean, I think the issue is that the feminine's not too pleased that he is in that situation, but she just needs to carry on in paradise. Paradise. So his free will is in full force when it comes to sex. I feel like he wants to do it the right way. He doesn't want to feel ashamed. He can't get access to you anyway. Not like up close, personal, touchy, because you're in this protective reef space. The feminines, let's have a look at this card for sex. Merry, cheerful and lively, regardless. You are merry. Merry and bright. Oh, I love it. Okay. The official Walter White. Hello. So let's have a look at this card actually, because this will come in with what I wanted to say about the reef here. It took me to the victory reef, and the masculine was having to make like a decision, which is the card that I've already seen, which is under here. I wanted to point out with the victory reef, it actually has like a death mask on there, and I felt like the card under there was actually the death card. I'm not sure if it is. We'll have a look, but we might as well just leave this out. This is for romance, and it's really It's because this feminine's being kept in this heavenly sacred space. She's through the veil of illusion. This is the last card of the tarot. She's inspired, which means she's in spirit. She's tapping into her spiritual side. Where this masculine's at the moment, he's tapped more into his egotistical side and allowing that to run the show, which we all do. But this is the last card of the tarot. So once he's through this veil, or this illusion, okay, of being trapped, of being scared for nothing, we don't realise that fear has a very strong hold on us if we allow it, if we believe it. So this is about romance. It's dependent upon whether this masculine here is going to unveil what it's all about. What is this this love, this sex, this romance all about? This blend. And the thing is, you're worrying about your finances, where if you actually do your research, if you study Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, you understand that the blend of those three elements, love, sex, romance, creates a genius. It's the most powerful, potent energy that can be created by two people coming together. Love, sex, romance creates a genius, what every man desires to be. And the woman plays a big role in that. And also I think the statistic, I'm not sure what the actual statistic is, but one of the highest reasons for failure is because of your wrong choice of mate in marriage. Accept it. Like, you're really not the only one. As it currently stands, we're talking 2%. Maybe make the correct choice in marriage and choosing a partner. And that's why that love connection of the lovers is your sole purpose, to turn that around. And how do we do it? By role modelling, by being love. It's a collective reading, Walter. Good evening. MK? Hi, how are you? I'm really good, thank you. Can I ask you, please? This is a collective reading, darling, so I'm not going to answer any personal questions that you are asking. Walter, I want to call you. Walter, interesting, because we got like a Walter also. Walter, I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus also. Have you had your birthday yet? I had mine yesterday. So happy birthday, Walter. MK? Okay, thank you. You're so more than welcome. Okay, let's continue with... Where are we? On romance. Oh, I've got to look at the masculine side. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, it's the 10 of Cups, and there's me thinking it was a death energy. It was over and done with. Okay, romance. Come on, guys. It's what we all desire. You're a big fat liar if you say otherwise. Happy birthday, Dad. Was it your dad? Is it your dad's birthday? Is he a Taurus as well? Okay. Romance. 10 of Cups. Now we're liking the sound of it. But when you realise that it's the thing that's going to be the making of you. But, I mean, by all means, you carry on listening to the others who've got it so right. So, I mean, I'm sure you'd like to be a fly on the wall in their home to see whether, you know, it's all a bit of a facade going on, a bit of an act for the public, but it's about who you authentically are. Let's get some more cards for this part. Romance. Radio romance. Radio romance. Do any of you feel like you're having this, like, this little romantic love affair with like songs, the radio. Well, pay more attention. Listen to even the adverts that come up on YouTube. Guys, you'll start hearing songs. It's yeah, they're relevant. Right, masculines, I'm coming over to you first. Romance. Look at this. The whole world is friggin' happy because love is in the air. And yeah. Okay, we got dark with little or no light. Romance. So we have no romance. And we're just about to turn that around, aren't we? Because underneath that is the Ten of Cups. Feminines, I may have all my material needs met, but the one thing that is missing is you, my love. I mean, we had kind of worked it out, but there's a time and a space and a place in time and space where we can kind of, it's about drip feeding you. I know it sounds awful, really. But if you were to be bombarded with the truths that the feminine already knows, I mean, it's going to be so much easier than what you're believing, because it's not going to come as a shock to the feminine. This is more of a soul shock for the masculines here. The feminines went through that first, so that they can help not only others, which they have been, so they've been practicing at doing this, you know, helping you through. And that's why we're here. But it's so much more fruitful, rewarding, easier, loving, sexier, romantically more satisfying if you can do it together. Okay then, so we've got one more section to go to, which is your health. How are you feeling, like health-wise? And then your connection to spirit. There's only 2 cards in that final section there. So let's see how you're doing, as in like how you're feeling. Are you feeling healthy, vibrant, alive? Are you feeling done in, dead, worn out? For one, you have to stop telling yourself that you're feeling tired. So if you walk around the house kind of going, I'm so tired and I'm sick of this, you're going to attract more of that. You go, I'm feeling a lot better today. You could turn it around if you want to. I mean, some people don't know what they would do if they had nothing to complain about. We could show them. Health for the masculine, health for the feminine. Oh, I felt the energy of raising 2 glasses. Good health to you. Volta, what are you chatting about? We're not that kind of channel, but thanks for telling us about your dentist trip. And even though I said I don't answer personal questions, you're still, you know, asking. Connection with spirit. There we are. Your health, masculine, is changing quickly. Like, this is called a radical miracle. And it's when you're in the presence of the feminine, all your worries will go away. You'll feel all those things that the positive feelings, aspects, when you're feeling vibrant and alive and wide awake. Let's go. You know, what's next? There's a lot to do. Experience. There's a lot to be. Okay? Feminines, your health. That's the masculine sending the feminine a message there, and then she's going to feel so much better. I mean, there's a lot here about dependent upon what the masculine actually chooses to do at this point in time. So he can change all that around. He can make her feel better by one message. He knows that. Let's get some more cards. She knows that he knows that as well. So masculine, let's have a look, because it looks like a lot is happening. Why? Because I've been stabbed in the back so many times I don't want to be here. And the divine has heard you. That's why all this love, all this healing energy here. I've been stabbed in the back so many times I don't want to be here. So you've made a wise decision. You don't want to be in a particular place anymore. That's also about being a bit embarrassed of facing the feminine here, because it's like you'll be able to tell in his face that he's been through a lot, but she knows. It kind of lightens the blow. She knows, she's picked up on it. Should we say she had an inkling? For the feminine here, with health, truthful and straightforward. That's really, it doesn't need to be complicated. You just have to be truthful and straightforward. So mixed signals was coming in here. Hey, Gal Gal. Good, good, good. Hello, good hello. Channel of love. Good hello to you too, Gal Gal. How are you on this fine day, darling? Cheers, cheers. I'm just finishing up her fly on the wall reading. And we're just having a look at the health of this situation. The health is based on this situation. For the masculines, I love how you handle life so lovingly. We've already had that message. Why it's so important that you do handle not only life so lovingly, that life includes your divine masculine. So handle him with love and care and tenderness. Tell you what song was coming through. But it was playing, I said about like having a romantic like love affair with music. Radio romance was but it was by the Commitments. Try a Little Tenderness. I'm going to share that song. Yes, because that comes in with this reading. Try a Little Tenderness. Let's have a look for the feminine here. Merry, cheerful and lively. That doesn't seem to be changing. That's beautiful. That speaks volumes, divine feminine. So let's have a look now at your connection with spirit. How's that coming along? Because we did see like the divine feminine like in paradise. It's like she's got the hang of this. Okay, she knows what she's doing. Well, it's not she knows what she's doing. The divine knows how to communicate with the divine feminine so that she does know and doesn't feel lost. And she feels loved and guided and protected and healed and healthy. The divine spirit helps her to feel healthy. It is the divine that's actually got the divine feminine through this. And it's going to be the divine feminine that helps the divine masculine get through this, because he's a bit apprehensive to trust, you know, this kind of a spiritual talk, this connection, invisible connection. They like the tangible, don't they? They like to be able to see it. So let's have a look at your connection with spirit. Although this is a very spiritual card. Look at this. Trust in the divine feminine. It's all leading you to her. And the very beginning card was the home life, was the feminine had been like blindfolded and like put into a straitjacket so that she was put onto the straight and narrow. She was the one that was following her intuition. And she will be the one that inspires you. What's her purpose? Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, let's have a look. Your connection with spirit, it's kind of like that connection that the masculine doesn't have with love. You're aware. It's like you and spirit are working on this. Wow. So the Divine Feminine is working with the Divine. The cosmic love matchmaker. And the two of you are being drawn back together, and it's out of your hands, your control now. It's inevitable. It's happening. That's a beautiful reading. Bottom of here is I'm just adding the finishing touches. So let's see your connection with spirit. Divine Masculine. Sexy, very exciting or appealing. He's too seduced by the Divine Feminine in the physical. He doesn't realise that what makes her so alluring, seducing, is that she is like living, breathing, divine goddess energy, feminine energy. Divine Feminine, let's have a look at your connection with spirit. There you go. I can spiritually see what is happening, but I'm not allowed to intervene. Make sense of that first card at the beginning of this reading. Divine Feminine, your connection with spirit. I can spiritually see what is happening, but I'm not allowed to intervene. And we have one more card. Bubbly, full of cheerful high spirits. There you go. You're in a good space, Divine Feminine. I'm in agreement. I'm in a good space. Okay, bottom of the deck is ghastly, causing great horror or fear. And it's nice to be able to say that. Okay? I'm in a great space. I'm in a good place. And rather than saying this, you know, things are ghastly, causing great horror or fear. You're in a great position. There's this divine love connection, love, sex, romance. I mean, what else could one want? All lined up for you. You're in a fucking great space. If it wasn't like a hidden secret and kept from the masses, because the masses, you know, they might frown upon this. No, they fucking wouldn't. Everyone wants to meet like their ideal mate. Someone who likes, you know, love, sex, romance, whatever, adventure. So, a big wake-up call. This is your life. How are you going to live it? What are you going to be exempling? Okay, I'm going to finish this reading with... Well, first, I do want to get a message from the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. But we'll finish with a message from the Mother Mary. Try a little tenderness. Look at this. Gateway. I felt the energy of like the World card when we had that, and felt the feminine was like in paradise already. And it's like, you have a ticket. You're more than welcome. Well, there's only one ticket. And it's yours. Because I've got a golden ticket. I got a golden chance to make my way. And when there's a golden ticket, it's a perfect day. Gateway. Enchanted Valley. There are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. These places are called portals, vortexes, or spirit gateways. In mythology, they are revered as places where things beyond ordinary reality can occur. Mystics, visionaries, and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. In Celtic traditions, the wee folk, fairies and elves, easily move through these portals and have access to these magical places. The Enchanted Valley is the place where these portals often appear. The sacred landscape wants you to know magic is afoot, wondrous events are unfolding, profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. This is an excellent time to take action on your visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. Gateways to spirit are opening, and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you. Wonders are blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hallowed, holy, magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. Beautiful message. Okay, let's finish with a message from the Mother Mary, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Our Lady of the Star Blossom. I'm not surprised that that message came out really. Our Lady of the Star Blossom. Card number 20. Let's find out what this means. I bring you sweet tidings of heavenly grace from the star-filled heavens. There are spiritual beings of great wisdom and love that wish to assist you now. These beings love you unconditionally and will only come to your aid if asked. I am with you, and I shall always be, even when you ask for assistance from other loving beings also. Together we can assist you. These loving beings, through me, share this message with you. Ask us for assistance and we shall not hesitate to bring our great power to your aid. We all wish for the same result, for love to be made fully manifest. Ask for our help, beloved, and all shall benefit. One of the simplest and most powerful spiritual techniques available to everyone is to ask for help each day from the guidance that loves you unconditionally. You may have a clear sense of who your guidance is, but more likely than not, you are not so sure. That doesn't mean at all. That doesn't mean at all. That doesn't matter at all, fortunately enough. All that is important is that you know that you have a team of higher spiritual guidance that loves you unconditionally, and that their job is to help you fulfill your divine destiny on planet Earth. Now that may sound self-indulgent, but in truth, when you succeed spiritually, everyone on Earth benefits. Higher spiritual guidance operates on a win-win basis. Whatever you ask your higher guidance for assistance with will benefit the entire human race. As Mother Mary has the spiritual goal of liberating all living beings, she very much wants you to connect not only with her, but with your entire team of spiritual guides. It matters not whether those guides are tribal elders from other lifetimes or star beings that resonate at the level of unconditional love, or angels or ascended masters, or more than likely a combination of some or all of these. What matters is that you get into the divinely helpful habit of daily requests for assistance. We live in a free will universe, and although there are literally legions of angels and other spiritual guides awaiting our call, until we ask, they are not empowered to act. Our Lady of the Star Blossom comes to us with various messages. Firstly, she lets us know that we do have a team of spiritual guidance that wishes to assist us, that knows of our struggles, and can see a way to help. She reminds us that we need to ask for this help daily. You can do so simply through the healing process and affirmation for this oracle. Our Lady of the Star Blossom also brings healing of an old wound of separation. We may have been conditioned to believe that our personal success could only come at the cost of the happiness or comfort of others. Perhaps we have felt pressured or undermined by those that purport to love us and yet want to hold us back from our spiritual growth because they are scared of their own spiritual path, scared of change, or of becoming uncomfortable. Perhaps they threaten to leave us if we become too spiritual or weird. Or perhaps they are far more subtle about their disapproval of our spiritual path. Perhaps they try to shame us if we do not have the house cleaned when they would like, or because we have asked the children to make their own lunches in the morning while we are meditating. Our Lady of the Star Blossom tells us that no matter whether others like it at first or ever, when we grow spiritually, everyone benefits. She asks you to surrender any hesitation about your spiritual growth and embrace it wholeheartedly. She asks you to call upon her and your guidance to help you and your loved ones walk the divine path that we are all on with more loving trust and grace. She asks you to not feel ashamed or guilty for having a need for spiritual growth. She asks you to call for help and to let her and your entire team of guidance do their job, which is to help you grow and heal so that everyone, even your resistant loved ones, can benefit. If you have recently connected with spiritual guidance more consciously, or think that your spiritual communication abilities might be opening up, this oracle is confirmation of the truth of these intuitions. If you have been pondering on the identity of one of your guides, this oracle is confirmation that your thoughts are heard. If it is helpful, the identity will be shared with you as a name or some other identifier, such as a spiritual calling card, a fragrance in the air, a sound, a feather or colour, which you sense represents that guide. If you are wondering if your guidance is trying to reach you, if the universe is trying to tell you something, because you keep hearing a certain phrase or the lyrics of a song are playing in your head, then this oracle is confirmation that if this message is loving and helpful, then yes, it is from your guidance. If it is a fearful message or a feeling of foreboding, then this oracle comes with a message that you are to surrender this to Our Lady of the Star Blossom and allow for healing to occur, and to pray to your guidance using the following healing process. Hey Gal Gal, let me read this line from this song that Gal Gal's just put up. Riding along in my automobile, my baby beside at the wheel. I think it's a line from a song. I think it could be also. Okay, let's finish this Sunday evening with 8 minutes to go until it's midnight. We're entering into Monday. We're entering into the twilight zone. Find a place where you can be undisturbed for a few moments and say the following prayer, either quietly in your mind or, when possible, out loud. I call on the guidance that loves me unconditionally, and I ask for your protection, help, intervention and assistance in all ways that will benefit me and support my spiritual growth. Thank you. You can say this prayer every morning before rising and every evening before retiring. Finish your healing process with this affirmation. Our Lady of the Star Blossom, Mother Mary, and all of my higher spiritual guidance who love me unconditionally, help me now and always. Okay guys, I will catch up with you soon, so have yourself a lovely evening. Take care. Much love.